Well, the Lord Jehovah has spoken with me. This past night, in fact, running into this day, the Lord spoke with me quite extensively, and then He took me all the way into the throne of God, and He took the leaves of the tree of life and placed on my hands. This day here, this past night into this day, the Lord spoke with me repeatedly, and the Lord has instructed me to conduct a healing service in Kenya here. And this healing service is going to take place the weekend after the coming weekend. On the 16th, on Sunday 16th, there will be joint service and healing service across this country. And that is after the prayer requests that came. A lot of prayer requests came. I saw a lot of prayer requests. I was handing a lot of prayer requests out of this Thanksgiving. A huge bundle, very heavy prayer requests from a lot of people suffering from different conditions. And so after that, the Lord spoke with me. And the Lord has instructed me to conduct a healing service. So there will be joint healing service. Joint services will take place across this land. The pastors, the overseers, the doctors, the bishops, the medical teams should help to assemble the people of the Lord that are hurting, so that come the 16th, come the Sunday 16th, just 2 days, in fact 1 day before I travel to Peru, there will be a healing service in Kenya here. You simply gather people. The instruction of the Lord is that you gather people in the different locations, wherever you are, as you have done before. You do joint services for each bishop. You gather your churches, 100 churches, 50 churches, 80 churches, 200 churches, whatever the number. And then you document the sick very, very well. Document the cripples very well, the blind very well, the deaf very well, the mute very well, the lame very well, paralytics very well, and HIV cases, all conditions, chronic wounds, spinal cord injuries, weak necks, cancers and tumors, and all these things. And then the Lord will cause me to decree, to command healing from here in Nairobi, and the Lord will raise cripples all across the land and open blind eyes and deaf across this wonderful revival nation of Kenya. So this is the instruction of the Lord to the nation of Kenya, that there is a healing service. The Lord is coming to love you a notch higher. He instructed me this past night running into this day. And this is after the Thanksgiving service we had. And we know in that Thanksgiving service, we did not even touch the testimonies of the cripples, the blind, the deaf, the mute that were there. We only handled two, Muthoni and the HIV that was healed, and then it was late. But we will organize and conduct another Thanksgiving service and appear before the Lord to touch on each of the healings and each of the wonders that the Lord performed at Central Park before December. That will happen when I come back from Peru, Lima, Peru. However, the Lord Jehovah has instructed me to do a major healing service here, because I received huge bundles and boxes of prayer requests from all over the country, this country. People are writing about the kidney failures, the cancers, the cripples, the blind children in their homes. So there is need for the Lord to reach out more. And then I went before the Lord and asked the Lord if I can conduct a healing service before I leave for Lima, Peru. And then the Lord answered instantly by taking me up into heaven, into his throne room. And then the Lord stretched his hand and took the leaves from the tree of life and gave me a huge bunch of leaves from the tree of life. He answered instant and commanded me to do this healing service that is coming up in Kenya. So the Lord is coming to heal you again, and large numbers of cripples will get up. It will be a stun, it will be a wonder, it will be a shock when it happens, does happen in this land. He's going to do a tremendous healing service in this land. And the two mighty prophets of the Lord are again going to be all over the land, reaching out to the people of the Lord that are hurting. Again, there's going to be a tremendous healing service of the Lord on the 16th of this month before I leave for Lima, Peru. There's going to be a tremendous healing service. This coming Sunday is just for preparation. And then after that, the other Sunday, the next Sunday after the coming Sunday, which is 16th of this month, there will be a big healing service across this land in different stadiums. You'll gather your people, you do joint services, and the Lord will visit his people, and remove them from their terrible conditions, from their deplorable situations, from their pains and sufferings and agony. So this is what the Lord has spoken today, beloved people. He has loved this country in a tremendous way, in a special way now, in a unique manner. And now he has stepped out very forthrightly. He has stepped out openly to show his disposition of love to this church. I was going through a lot of prayer requests that came during the Thanksgiving. Quite a lot of them, really, really thousands upon thousands and thousands. Big heaps, bundles were tied in big paper bags, and big containers. And then now the Lord answers in this way. So this is a very, very powerful time in the history of the church. So the Lord is speaking about the healing service in Kenya, as he speaks about the healing service in Peru. So many, many cripples, your cripples will get up, cripples of this land, and walk again. The blind, the lunatics will be set free. With terrible situations like the Mudhoni, Catherine Mudhoni, people who had lost hope, the Lord is coming now to visit you again. This is the message of the Lord, beloved people. The latter glory is here. The Lord took me into his throne room, and behind the throne room, he plucked the leaves from the tree of life and placed in my hand quite a huge bunch. And he told me to bring forth this tremendous message to you, that there's going to be a massive healing service live on radio. All you need to do is to gather all your cripples, your blind, your deaf, your mute, all over Kenya, in different stadiums, 50 churches, 100 churches, whatever the number of churches in the jurisdictions of the respective bishops, and then tune into the radio. And then the Lord will do tremendous works like he has done before. He's going to raise hundreds of cripples again from the dust, open blind eyes, and there will be a lot of healings even before I come live on air. So the Lord will send his fire, the fire of he that speaks with you even earlier. So it's going to be a wonder in this land. And this is the disposition and the presence of God's love. He has inclined his ears. He has brought his ears close to the cry of his people, and he has responded to the cry of his people. May the Lord bless you as you prepare now for that major visitation, right one day before I leave for Lima, Peru. May the Lord bless you. Shalom.